Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best defensive class setup for the Grau 5.56 assault rifle. Keep in mind, guys, this is a defensive class setup for multiplayer. This is not built for Warzone, and if you're a very aggressive player, this probably is not going to be the best class setup for you, but hopefully those of you that try this out are able to do pretty well with it. If you guys take a look at the stats that come with this specific class setup, you'll see that we hit the main three target points here when it comes to creating a defensive class with a really nice boost to accuracy, range, and control. We end up getting a little bit of a mobility drop off here, but the aim down sight speed is not all that bad, and we've actually got pretty decent sprint to fire speed, so hopefully you guys will be able to find some success with this weapon and do pretty well with it. So if you guys take a look at the attachments, we're not going to be using a muzzle. The barrel that we're using is the Tempest 26.4 Archangel. With this, we're getting damage range, bullet velocity, as well as recoil control, and this is what's going to give us that massive boost to accuracy, range, and control. We lose a little bit of aim down sight speed here, but we're going to try to make up for that with another attachment. So again, the Tempest 26.4 Archangel. We're not going to be using a laser. Again, this is a long distance defensive class setup, so the laser is really not necessary here. The optic that we're using is the GI Mini Reflex. Now, this is more personal preference. I really enjoy the mini reflexes with pretty much any weapon in the game. If you guys have a different reflex that you guys use a lot more often and you feel more comfortable with it, I would highly recommend going that way. But if you haven't and you're not really sure which one to go with, I would recommend a mini reflex. I'm just using the GI because it's the last one that you unlock with this weapon. So the GI Mini Reflex optic. The stock that we're using is the FSS Blackjack. So we're using this to get aiming stability and to give us a nice boost to accuracy and control. Obviously with the no stock, that's a very aggressive class setup stock. And the XRK, we end up not really getting anything except mobility here, which we're not focused on. So sticking with the FSS Blackjacks is going to be a nice attachment to really help you out and help you from distance. So that's the stock that we're running. The underbarrel that we're using is the Commando foregrip. So we're using this to give us a recoil stabilization as well as aiming stability. Recoil stabilization is obviously the most important pro that we can get here when trying to make a defensive quote-unquote camping class setup, because most of our gunfights are going to be from medium to long range. So getting a nice boost to accuracy, range, and control here is really nice. So the Commando foregrip is what we're rocking with on the underbarrel. We're not running any extra ammunition. I don't think it's necessary with the Grau. And last but not least, the rear grip that we're using is the XRK Void 2, which is going to give us aim down sight speed to help make up for those losses, as well as give us sprint to fire speed, which is nice to have. Even though this is a long range class setup, if we run into a situation where we have a close quarters gunfight, having that sprint to fire speed will make a big difference. So very important that you use this. So the XRK Void 2 rear grip, but I'll give you guys one last look at all the stats and attachments that come with this specific class setup. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add about this specific class setup, please make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll be sure and try to help some of you guys out. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.